Fox News Rising. Mom and Dad, time is here for a little spring break planning. Our Wednesday Getaways focuses on destinations fun for parents and for kids. Sandy Seaburn with Man Travel joins us now. Good morning to you, Sandy.
Good morning.
Let's kind of start with just the overview. What are some of the amenities or options that parents might want to be thinking about if it is going to be a family spring break?
First of all, for family vacation, you need to make sure you plan as far out as possible so you get what you want. Don't wait till the last minute or you'll end up having to settle. But you also need to think about some sort of a vacation that everybody can do things together and then everybody can have some time to do what they want to do.
So it doesn't become a stress-filled vacation.
Exactly. You don't want to have a Griswold vacation. So you want to make sure that everybody has something that interests them. And the good news is there are tons of options out there.
And some new stuff that people probably haven't even heard about yet.
Absolutely. Some of the new cruise ships, for instance, like Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Sea, has a zip line that you can actually zip line from the top of the ship down into the middle of the ship in an area called Central Park.
Nice.
They also have something called the Flow Rider,
okay,
which is a way to surf on board the cruise ship.
And we're seeing the shot of that right now. Wow, okay.
It's amazing. So that's for the really adventurous people. But then there's plenty of things on the ship to do for the non-adventurous people and for kids. They have kids programs for every age. So cruising's a great option. And actually a lot of people don't realize you can go on a 7-night cruise for a family of 4 cheaper than you can go stay at Myrtle Beach for the same amount of time.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
But the key to that, as you mentioned, though, probably the earlier you get in, the better your options are going to be on pricing as well.
Absolutely. As you get closer and closer to time, the price goes up, up, up. A lot of people think that you'll get a last-minute deal, but especially for families, that rarely happens.
We're seeing a pretty awesome water activity there. Tell me a little bit about this. That
is at Atlantis in the Bahamas, which is an amazing resort, and that is an area where you can actually go down a slide through a shark tank.
Wow. You've got a couple other ideas that are a little different. Of course, we've talked about the idea of maybe going on a cruise, doing some water activities, but then there are those getaways where you just get to be with nature.
Absolutely. And Adventures by Disney is a company that has some amazing trips. This is a photo of Ireland. That is one of their trips, and they also do Alaska, Peru, Australia, New Zealand. So if you've got a family that really wants to take it to the next level, there's some great options out there too. One
question about that, when you start talking about traveling further, what age do you think is kind of a good age? Is that something that the teenagers, 12 and up, kind of maybe appreciate a little bit more when you go to someplace like Alaska?
Alaska is great for those preteens and teens, but even kids as young as 6 or 7, parents have to judge what seems most appropriate.
All right, and we do also want to talk about Kids on Deck. What is that?
Oh, Kids on Deck, this is just a photo of Disney Cruise Line, and the kids, the photo here is kids in a family program, so they get to be with kids their own age, and parents get to go do their own thing, so it's a great program.
So they separate them, and you don't feel like, oh man, I don't want my 6-year-old horsing around with a 12-year-old and anything happening, and not feeling like that they connect with some of those other kids.
Everything's very age appropriate, and it gives the parents a chance to do something they're interested in. And most of the times the kids are like, I don't want to go back with my parents, I want to stay here.
Yeah, exactly, which the parents don't tend to mind.
That's right.
All right, Sandy Seaburn, Man Travel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Still to come, we are going to take